Are we clapping it up?
Hey, Aloha Offline Sharks. How we doing, everybody? Welcome to the Aloha Friday Marketing Jam Session. I am your healthy host, Tom Gaddis. You're on the call with Nick Ponte, who got the second vaccination yesterday, so he's feeling a little under the weather. So,
I am. Damn it, Tom! You told him I wasn't going to tell him.
It's all good. It's all good. We're going to have fun. We have a great show lined up for you guys today. We want to get right into it. So I am going to cue the intro.
Are you ready for the fastest 60 minutes of local marketing strategy, tactics, tips, and fun on planet Earth? It's now time. The moment you've been waiting for. After 167 agonizing hours, they've returned. Broadcasting live from their island retreats, smack dab in the middle of the Pacific Ocean, and now back for a brand new Sharks Live show. It's your hosts, the Offline Sharks, Tom Gaddis and Nick Ponte.
Let's talk about that more.
Yeah, there we are. We're back.
Yeah.
We're back. I think that intro is better now that we shortened it a little. Anybody notice that we shortened the intro?
Yeah. What do you guys think?
Put some likes on the stream.
Yeah, we know you like the money song. We know that's all you guys.
Oh yeah, the money song.
You guys only come here to hang out and take all our money from us. We know. Put a like on the stream if you're just here for the money.
There's nothing wrong with that, by the way.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong.
There's nothing wrong with that.
We're not that cool anyway. I mean, we're realistic about it.
Yeah, man, it has been as you guys heard us talk last week, it's been another busy week down here at Shark HQ. The office is jumping. We're putting all the finishing touches on a mailer. Nick and Elle have been killing it with the AGM and the business verification stuff. So lots of things going on. We had a training this week. I don't know if you guys got to see the training we had this week about the 3 roadblocks. We're going to talk a little bit about that today. It's a really great training. It's something we don't normally, we don't really hear a lot of people talk about. We don't normally talk about it. Jackie says she's here for the boost.
Hey, look, it's brother Garrick. What's up?
Yeah, awesome. Hey, aloha, Garrick.
Garrick's on Oahu.
Sweet.
He's what we would call a distant Calabash Hanai cousin.
What did you just say?
Garrick knows. Garrick knows what's up. Shout out to Garrick.
I didn't follow any of that.
If you've been, yeah, you guys know.
Awesome. Well, why don't we start off by doing what we love to do here, which is celebrate you guys and the success that our members are having that they're sharing inside the Facebook group, right? Success in their agencies, getting clients, implementing. This is going to be a big theme for today. These are the people that are taking the small actions every day to make stuff happen, right? And we're going to talk a little bit about that more, but yeah. These are the people in the community that are doing a good job. I'm going to pull them up, and we want you to be on the Shark Shoutouts too, right? So let us know in the Facebook group, right? Let us know in there, and when you have a win, put a hashtag win on there and let us know. Let me hold on. Let me.
I saw some good ones this week, Tom. I saw some really good ones. I actually made a post on several posts on my Instagram. I don't know if any of you are there, but I make like a lot of stories, day-to-day stuff around the office, and shout outs from the Facebook group and stuff like that too, on my Instagram. So if you guys are ever curious, kind of more of the behind the scenes type perspective, go find me on there. Garrick says Maui no Ka'oi, which means Maui is the best. And he's right.
Awesome. So let's talk about some of these shout outs, because like Nick said, there are some really good ones here. One, Jerry Wright secured his first outsourced deal, 1,000 pounds. He must be in the UK, right? Setup fee and 950 pounds per month for ad campaign management and SEO.
Heck yeah, Jerry.
That's good. I can only do about 250 pounds, so.
Oh yeah.
Beating me already.
Can you zoom in on it just a little bit?
Yeah, hold on.
My eyes, I have a hard time seeing with these things.
You're losing your vision.
Yeah, they're ancient.
Here, I can do it one more time because we can always
That's
scroll
good.
down. That's good.
That's good. Look at
Cool.
Dorn with his beanie on. He looks like a criminal.
Dorn, yeah, Dorn. Man, he had a lot of wins this week, right? He had a membership site, PPC, social media, $4,500 setup, and $1,200 monthly. I mean, that's a big win right there. Plus, he had 2 LinkedIn managed services, $1,000 setup, $1,000 a month each. He a veterinarian full package. So for a veterinarian, $2,500 setup, $1,497 a month, and a 7,000 app for diet and fitness. That's crazy. And then rep, social, email, SEO, PPC with retargeting, big deal, $64.97 per month.
Damn.
Whoo! Yeah,
That's massive. Dorn, so how'd you get that customer, right? Because that's basically, you keep that guy for a year, you're pushing, $85,000-$90,000 annually off that one customer. Look at other people are.
And Dorn, how do I get on your Christmas list?
Yeah,
because I'm expecting there's probably be good gifts this year.
Yeah, can we get on your list?
Yeah. Hey, I'll tell you one thing, about this, and this is a great shark shout out to kind of tie this in. I mentioned that today we're going to be talking a lot about the little things people do to make stuff happen, right? And you're going to see this theme throughout all out today's live. But this is a really great example of this, because for those of you that have been in our community for a long time, right, you know that these deals did not just come out of nowhere for Dorn. Like, they didn't just magically drop in Dorn's lap. Like, it's really easy to look at stuff like this and think, oh, the way I'm going to be successful is I'm just going to luck into some big client, or the big break's just going to happen. All of a sudden I'm going to land a huge whale of a client, but it doesn't work that way, right? It doesn't work that way. These deals that Dorn is landing now are the results of all the little action steps and things he's been doing, not just this week, not just last week, not just in the past 30 days or 60 days or 90 days. He's been working at this for a couple of years now. He's been in our community, right? So if you've been here for a while, you can go back and look at Dorn's posts when he was starting out, just doing little things each day, the first small clients that came along, the growth that he's done over time. And that, I think, is really, really important to remember, because it's easy to get sidetracked by this stuff and think, oh, it all just happens like that, right? Like, just, what is that thing? The overnight success, right? The myth of the overnight success. You look at somebody and you go, wow, they're an overnight success, but you don't realize the 4, the 5, the 8, the 10 years that they've been figuring stuff out that led them to that point, right? And I think Dorn is a really great example of that. It's not about these big end things that happen, because maybe they happen, maybe you don't get a lot of these at all. It's about taking those little actions every single day over an extended period of time that delivers these kinds of results. There's no, you're not going to get these kinds of results just because the service that Dorn offered, or just because the email he sent out to close the deal. Like that stuff can help, but it's not the secret. The secret is all the little things Tom? He's been doing every day. Yeah. I like that phrase. What's the secret?
Yeah, you're
yeah,
so,
I mean, it's so true.
Right,
I've been thinking about it all week this week, Nick. And it's so true. It's it's doing all that stuff little by little every day over an extended amount of time that leads to success.
Yeah. I mean, I find, just personally, I know for a lot of people too, though, that it's the good habits, it's the good habits that really, it's just like anything else that takes work. If you can build out good habits, if you're trying to lose weight, right? Good habits, eat good, go on a walk every so often. Those are good habits, right? Bad habits, go to eat fast food 4 days a week. I love McDonald's French fries. I love their chicken nuggets. I go there a lot.
Don't start talking about McDonald's.
Those are bad habits, right? Same for in your business. There are a lot of people right now that are on Clubhouse. I love Clubhouse, but listening to value or creating value, they're two totally separate things. Being on there, just listening to it, feeling like you're busy, or maybe giving your, I mean, and you can change that by giving yourself an allotted amount of time, trying to get a couple of gold nuggets, walking away from it, and taking action on those things. That's the difference. But it's all about the good habits, and it's over a period of time, like Tom said.
Yeah. Well, and here's what I don't get about Clubhouse is like, there's some big names on Clubhouse, right? Guys that are people on there, marketing people they have much bigger companies than we do. Like, they're big. How they have 3 hours in their day to just go hang out on Clubhouse is a total mystery to me, because like we're busy. Like, I couldn't just go sit there and like just hang out in a room for, like, it would be tough. Like, I'd have to rearrange my schedule. Like, there's stuff to do, like there's things I need to get done in the day. And yeah, pretty crazy. I wondered, like, what do they do every day that they were just able to, and more importantly, what are they not doing that would really move the needle for them because they're on Clubhouse doing a presentation for 3 hours, hanging out in a room? Like, that's even more important, right? Like, the people on there are high achievers. So I find it hard to believe that they don't have goals and things that they're trying to accomplish. And they just all of a sudden put those things to the side to go hang out on this hot new thing, Clubhouse. Like, why would you do that? Like there's an opportunity that, there's a cost to those actions, to those little habits that you do every day, right? Like, as you're going to see later when we talk about the book I've been reading this week, like, the thing about really the habits that really move the needle and the things that give you success is pretty much all of them are really easy to do, but they're also really easy not to do. And that's what gets people in trouble. Yeah, they're super easy to do. They're not that hard. You just do them day after day after day. But they're really easy not to do either. It's really easy to wake up, hit the snooze alarm, and be like, I'm not going to get up 30 minutes early today. You know what? I worked out yesterday. I won't do anything today. Like, it's just easy to do that. We'll talk more about that.
We'll talk more about that. You guys, this is real quick. We're not going to do the Cash App yet until we get a bunch of likes on this stream. So go ahead and keep liking the stream when I see it hit. I don't know. How many, Tom? We got to get at least 30, 40 before we can start giving stuff away. Did you guys see that we gave away some AirPods the other day, by the way?
We did.
Did you guys see that? AirPods? Look at these AirPods.
I love those. With the shark on them. That's great. Okay, let's get back to our shout outs. We got a little sidetrack there. So a big shout out to my friend Andy Makar. So he had a fender bender that turned into a monthly social media package. So you have to find his post to hear the story behind that. But $495 payment received. So I say my friend Andy because Andy, for those of you that are in our community, I know Andy from Michigan. So Andy is also an amateur magician, and I think he works for Salesforce now. But anyway, when I lived in Michigan, Cameron and Andy and myself, we'd all hang out and do magic tricks. And super great guy. Really awesome to see him picking up a client and doing that. So way to go, Andy. Way to go. Safira signed an SEO client. Oh, I love that. Look at that picture with the snow, Nick. Did you guys see the picture I posted of the snow up on the mountain here on Maui? It was pretty amazing to look up and see snow up there when it was like 78 degrees where I was at. So awesome job, Safira. Way to go. SEO client signed. And then Sandy Alexander sold a logo design, social media posting, monthly press release, and a set of 5 videos. So people taking action. I mean, people killing it, right? Killing it in the group. That's what we like to see. So congratulations, guys. Congrats,
everybody. Yeah, I really like how Andy turned that unfortunate event into a potential client. I mean, that's what we do, That's what we do with sharks.
Yeah, well, I don't know how many times I've just been random places and signed a client. Like, I remember one time my wife let me out of the car to run in to go to the bank. And when I came out, I was like, oh, I signed up a client. She was like, what? I was like, yeah, the guy behind me was a handyman. And we started talking. And he was like, yeah. I told him about this mailer thing I did. And he's like, yeah, I'm in. So it was like, wherever you go, there's opportunity, right? You just got to be on the lookout for it. It's not just going to find you all on its own. You got to be watching for it. So awesome. Let's see. What do we want to talk about next, Nick? What do you guys have any? Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say we could. I saw a bunch of the likes really ramp up, so I'd be happy to do a little giveaway here real quick, and then take some questions. I mean, let's take some questions from you guys. Let's talk
I don't know how accurate our little count is that we see here. Because Dorn, hit us with the angry sign again.
Yeah,
Dorn, man.
Dorn on the haterade. Okay, you guys. Right. Let's do it. So I'm gonna do a Cash App now giveaway. Throw out some money. Towards the end of the call, we're gonna do another one. So the first person that gets this question answered correctly in the comments is going to get a envelope of money via the Cash App. So let me pull up my questions here. You guys ready?
I'm ready.
You ready? Okay, the question is, what are the names of Nick and Tom's individual agencies?
Oh, that's a good one for...
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money. Money, money.
Dollar, dollar. Dollar, dollar. Ching, bling, bling, cut the chatter. You ain't talking money, then you're talking no matter.
That just warms my heart every time I see it. Oh, are people answering, Kevin?
This is for Patty.
Kevin, what's up, buddy? Oh, I think I see. Oh, we got to scroll up and see who.
Tom's got a few businesses, so you got to.
Devin, you're not eligible to win. Get back to work, Devin.
Yeah, see, it's funny because Devin used to be he used to be participating in the comments, but then when we hired him and brought him in, he's still trying to finagle all the benefits of being being a shark.
He's laughing it up over there. He's very excited with himself right now. Let's see who. Let's scroll past Devin because I see. I think it was. Oh wait, Rick. I think it's Rick.
Let's do two. Let's get the first two people.
Okay. Oh wait, no. Wait. I missed somebody. I don't know.
Ouch.
Oh man. Hold on. I'm scrolling up.
Wait, what's Devin doing on this stream?
That's why I told him get back to work.
Okay, I see Holly Barnes. Barnes.
Yep, Holly Barnes. I think she was the first. And then next is Jacqueline.
Yep. Clap it up.
Yeah. Woo! That's awesome. Put in the comments of the stream. Tell Devin to get back to work.
Yeah. Tell Devin to get back to work. Everybody tell Devin to get back to work right now. He's calling businesses right now, doing the business verification method because we do what we teach, right? And how many businesses did he call yesterday? Ask him.
Devin, how many businesses did you call yesterday? 67. 67. Verified how many? 23.
Verified 23 businesses. So keep in mind, everybody, that's 23 people that we started a relationship with yesterday at some level, right? They're on our email list now. We're sending them emails. We're bringing them into the fold. We're nurturing that relationship. How cool is that to be able to have a way to start these business relationships, have these easy conversations, and doing a little bit every day to keep pushing the needle in your business. I mean, that's what we're doing. That's what it's all about. That's kind of what we were talking about at the beginning of the call is, just taking those little imperfect action steps each and every day, little by little.
Yeah. So Jandy had a question. How many hours? So Devin's in the office from 9 to 5 every day. But Devin, how many hours did you spend yesterday on those calls? Those 67 calls?
Probably 6.
Probably 6.
Yeah.
Probably 6 hours. Yeah.
But
So
also, just so you know, he didn't have any experience with this when he got started, right? He's like fresh. He's fresh. He's learning it. He's learning the script. He's getting comfortable. Like he's not a natural. I mean, he's not, some guy that's been working for Grant Cardone for a few years and we brought him in and he's making calls and sales and all that stuff, right? He's just a regular guy, just like all of us and gals on the call with us, making some calls.
yeah, and well, what's amazing is like the difference between when he started and where he's at now in just a few, like not very long, just a few short weeks is amazing. Like he's getting so much better at it because he's doing the thing, right? Again, exactly like what we talked about. Devin is doing the actions every day that most people don't want to do. Most people don't want to make the calls themselves. I just want to hire somebody to do that, which is okay. But like, if you want to get good at it, if you want to know the ins and outs of it, it's probably a good idea to do them for a little while. You don't have to do them forever, but I would put some effort into maybe doing them every day, get some leads, get some momentum going, right? And that way you can help the people that you bring on too. So, those little actions, that little action of like picking up the phone and just reaching out to businesses every single day, that's the compound effect that over time, over a long period of time is going to bring the biggest results. Somebody said, is that, so yes, that means those are 23 people that said, those are 23 people that we verified their business info and added them to our AGM site. I don't know who this is, but just so you know. Yeah. Yeah. What somebody said, I need a Devin.
Don't get any ideas. How much you guys, how much do you think Devin's paying us to coach him? We're not paying him. No, I'm just kidding.
No, he's on the payroll. But look, there are people like Devin all around in your areas, right? There's plenty of people, I bet, in your area right now that would be, that are probably looking for a way to make some extra money, that would love to be able to make a few extra bucks from home. And they don't have to be working 9 to 5 every day. Like for most people, and I know this from when I started my agency, right? Just having someone make calls for 5 to 10 hours a week will make a drastic difference. It is a drastic, huge difference. Like you don't have to bring somebody on for 40 hours a week. You don't have to do that. Like just 5 to 10 hours a week would be huge for most anybody, especially if you're just getting your business off the ground. Because right now, what are you doing? Probably none, right? Unless you're Dorn.
5 to 10 hours. I mean, let's just start with 1 hour. Let's start at 1 hour. If you've never made a call and you like commit to 1 hour and you will accomplish so much, right? First of all, you'll get over that fear of making that first call, which is the most paralyzing, biggest, worst step. And if you follow the things that we tell you to do, you'll realize that it's not as scary as you think it is, which is usually what's holding most people back. But I don't know. We could kind of get into all of that stuff.
It ties in really well. And I like what you said, like just start with 1 hour because you have to start somewhere, whatever that somewhere is. Like you're not just going to decide to do a thing and be at the top. Like you're going to have to start somewhere. Right. And maybe I can do the book I'm reading and then we can talk some about that and then we'll take some questions.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, you guys, if a lot of you want somebody like Devin on your team, or you want to figure out how we're doing this, we actually right now are taking people into the Shark Alliance and showing people how to do this stuff through our mentorship program. So we'll talk more about how you guys can make some of those implementations in your business too.
Yeah, and it is really about the little things. In fact, it ties in perfectly to it's like. It was like fate that I got this book and started reading it this week when we were doing all this stuff. It wasn't planned, I promise, but it's like, it is. I was like, oh my God, this is like, it couldn't be even any more perfect. So let's talk about what Tom is reading this week. So each week I recommend a book that I'm reading and you can find them all at offlinesharks.com/books. There's a lot of good ones on there. We add them every week. That's where you can find them. And the book that I'm reading this week. And I don't know, apparently this book has been around for a while, and I don't know how I missed it or why I have not read it before, but it ties into exactly what we're talking about today. It's called, look at this, The Slight Edge by Jeff Olson. And this book is all about exactly what we've been talking about, doing the little actions each and every day that bring the compounding effect of all of a sudden having a lot of clients, getting a lot of big client deals, all that stuff, the little actions, right? You know, when Nick said you like just start with 1 hour a week, one of the things in the book, The Slight Edge, is just start with a penny. Like if you're going to save money, just start with a penny. Like just start with a penny, add another penny the next day, another penny the next day, another penny the next day. Over time, a long period of time, that'd be a lot of money, right? The thing for most people is, I said, you know, it's easy to do these things and it's easy not to do them. The penny is a great example of that because it's really easy to not set a penny aside every day. It's also really easy to do, right? But what happens is you start putting these pennies aside, and even after a year, like you don't have very much money. So you're like, man, why am I putting these pennies aside every day? Like, this sucks. I'm not getting anywhere. I'm not getting any closer to where I want to go. It doesn't feel like you're getting any closer to where you want to go. But if you just keep doing that, doing it, eventually you'd have a lot of money there, right? And it would look like it just came out of nowhere, even though it was a result of that one little penny each and every day, right? And that's not even, that's not even taking into account like compounding interest and all that stuff. Like just 1 penny a day with nothing else, not making any interest on the money or anything like that would eventually add up into a lot. So it's exactly the part that a lot of people miss, right? They're so latched into the end goal that, they either think, I just want to get there without doing these steps, or the steps just seem too easy. Like that just seems too easy. There's got to be some trick, hack, or other way to get there faster, right? So there's not. You got to do those little things each and every day. And that is why Nick and I started our Shark Alliance mentorship program, right? It's a program where we take students from zero and we walk them through all those little steps, all those little things along the way that you need to get to a 6-figure agency. And we came up with the program because we looked back at how we got there and we said, okay, well, these are the things that had to happen. We looked at other people too, students. These are all the little things that have to happen. Then we broke it up into bite-sized pieces that are easy to consume, like super easy to consume. So you go in, it's based on levels. So you start at level 1, you do all the things in level 1. And by the way, we give you everything you need in there to do those things. So if you need a software or something like that, we include it in the level so that you can complete that level. Then this is really the key part. We hold you accountable, right? Because at the end of each level, you got to do some things. You got to submit some stuff to us and to our team that we can verify you took the steps, right? And then we have a private Facebook group where everybody holds each other accountable. A lot of the movers and shakers of our community, that's where you find them talking a lot about the details of what they're doing, what they're having success with, all that stuff. So it's a really great program, and it's super duper inexpensive. I think actually right now we're running, you can get in for 30 days for $1, right? Try it out, see if you like it. Yep. 30 days. I don't think we've ever made that offer before. Usually it's a really shortened trial period because we know the value in there, right? We know the value inside there, but we want to make sure that you guys have enough time to get some traction, get some success. So you can get in for $1, and if you like it and you stick around, even after the trial, it's only $47 a month to be in there, and that includes the program that I was talking about, the Path to 6 Figures, where we go level by level, step by step, all the way through. So it's a really great deal, and it's a great program, right?
Who's a Shark Alliance member, by the way? Can you guys give us some shout outs in the comments for all of our Shark Alliance members?
I just realized I don't think I have the link. I didn't pull up the.
No worries. You can get it, and we can talk a little bit more about really anything marketing related, but any questions you guys might have about the Shark Alliance or marketing related, how do you set up your business, How do you outsource? How are you guys hiring? How much are you paying people? Do you use QuickBooks? All the little things nobody asks you about, or you have to figure out on your own. Did you start out with an accountant? How'd you keep track of your money in the beginning? Oh, wow. There's a ton of people here that are in the Shark Alliance. Dorn already graduated from the Shark Alliance because he joined and he's now at 6 figures.
Yeah, he's a megalodon. He's went through all 12 levels, crushing it. Yeah. By the way, when you go to this link there, that's the replay of the training that we did this past week, where we talked about the 3 roadblocks and how to overcome them. It's a great, if you haven't watched the training, even if you don't take us up on the dollar thing to come in and try out the Shark Alliance Plus, I would encourage you to go and watch the training, because there is some really good information and value in what we talk about, how to get what the 3 roadblocks are and how to get past them. And really the point that, I was really trying to get across in that training is that everybody faces the same roadblocks, right? And the difference between successful people and unsuccessful people isn't that they didn't face those roadblocks, because they all face them. The difference between successful people and unsuccessful people is that the successful people know how to get around the roadblocks and they don't let them stop them. And that whole training was about those roadblocks and how to get around them. So it's really good information. Even if you're not interested in getting in, I would check it out. And it was a pretty quick training. So it's not like some big drawn out thing.
Someone asked, what are you guys using for a calling platform? So we use 3 things. One, we've been using Pipedrive to make our calls. So we call through Pipedrive. For like lead generation and tracking from our sites, we use Dialhawk, which is also kind of a calling platform. It's more a call tracking platform, not so much the outbound prospecting side, but more the inbound prospecting side. Gary says,
camera's getting all glitchy.
What's that?
Your camera's getting glitchy.
Is it?
Yeah, you've been kind of glitching in and out. Yeah, I saw somebody asked, I don't know who this is. It's a Facebook user. Just says, I've been embarrassed about the loading time of my website. Otherwise, I would talk to a lot more people about it. Any way to move the map to the listings page instead of the home page?
Yeah, that's a good question, man. So I'm gonna answer it, but I just want to say, Tom mentioned at the beginning of the call, I got the second vaccination shot yesterday. That thing is spicy. Seriously, I knew it was gonna happen, right? My wife works in the ICU, so she already got it. Her dad got it too. He's a little older, but they said they kind of got sick off the second shot. Damn, I got some chills. But anyway, let me jump to that question real quick. I just wanted to mention that because if I do anything delirious, that's the reason why. So that's a really good question. So the map is not required, right? You have the option to add an image, or you can add images, a slideshow. You can add either functions. The map actually shouldn't be too slow. We have the map on our site and it works pretty damn quick. You're right though. It does take a little longer to load than the other assets because it has to call Google for all of those pins. So I think somebody else asked this question a while back, and I could be wrong, but I think we might have added that function to add the map to an inner page instead of the home page. So could you send us a support ticket? I don't know who you are. You didn't log in. It just says Facebook user.
Latera. Somebody said it's Latera Dragoo.
Yeah. Okay. Can you send us a ticket real quick so we can look into it? I just don't have that information offhand. I vaguely remember it. I'm not using it that way. And yeah, let me look into it. But also maybe please include your site too, so we can take a look at your site, because you might just have something else going on in your site too, right? You might just need to do some site speed optimization.
Yeah, here's another good one. It says my biggest roadblock: a good CRM for just 9x12 sales. I use Google Sheets right now, but need to streamline. What do you suggest? Something simple. First of all, like, it's not a roadblock when you're trying to streamline and improve, right? Like, I feel you, because we'll always want to be better, but like the fact that you're just using Google Sheets and you're taking action and you're doing the 9x12s, that is like a big win. Like, most people let that stop them. They say, oh, well, I don't want to try to go make sales of my 9x12 because I don't have a CRM yet. Like, they're dead in the water until they get all of that stuff figured out. The fact that, and I don't know who this is, but the fact that you didn't let that stop you, that you just fired up a Google Sheet and you just did it the old school way and started taking action and getting results, is fantastic. Like, that's a huge win. So, it's Scott. Scott, man, that's a huge win. So Scott, by the way, is doing the design of the mailer that we're doing, and they look great, Scott. They look awesome. Nick, what would you recommend to Scott?
Well, it depends. It depends where you're at. You know, in the beginning, I think a Google Sheet is perfectly fine. You know, you're going to have.
I think Scott's a little past that at this point.
Okay. Yeah. So, I mean, we use Pipedrive as a CRM for the most part. It is right. You can make calls through it. Every call that you make, you can add notes. You can close them as deals. You can leave them open. You can make them pending. You can do all these types of things. Another good one is HubSpot. They have a base level CRM that you can use. There's one that's like, it's like $1,000 a month for the pro. I don't think you need that one. But when I was looking into one for my agency, I liked the HubSpot one, but the one that I would need for the level that we're at with what we're doing, I would need the pro. So it's about $1,000 a month, maybe 700. That might be Bill Gates talking to you right now, but what's that? No, that wasn't him.
That's awesome. Dorn said that Pipedrive or HubSpot for CRM, but he said ClickUp is good for project management, Scott. So not sure what you're doing. Although, Scott, Scott has a slick system for managing like the ad designs and back and forth and stuff like that. Of course, we didn't use it, much to his chagrin, but it's really good. Let's see who else says in here. Pipedrive. Some other tools that I haven't seen before. So you might want to look through the comments too, Scott, and check out some of the other tools that people mention. You know, but Pipedrive is what we use. Let's see. I don't see any other questions in here right now.
You know what I wanted to show you guys really quick too while we were here, while you put any other questions you have in. Let me pull up I wanted to pull up the Shark Alliance Facebook group. And the reason I wanted to do that is because, well, I wasn't planning on this, but I wanted you guys to see, just kind of without any filtering, you know, what the people in there are doing. If my computer will load. Am I like still glitchy, Tom?
Not right now. Yeah, a little bit before, but not right now.
I'm wondering if you guys are stealing all the firepower here.
We're doing just good on our side of the office.
Let me see. What else questions do you guys have? Has anybody what's the biggest problem right now for a lot of you? Is it fulfillment? Is it getting customers? Is it
Do you want me to pull up the Shark Alliance group over here?
Yeah, go ahead and do it. For some reason, no love over here.
Hold on. Groups.
Rick Wagner, you can go to localmarketinggear.com to get the Small Business Rescue Squad shirt or t-shirt. I need to get one of those. I had one. Somebody stole mine. Can you believe that? Somebody thought it was so cool. They thiefed it from me.
Uh-oh. So here is the Shark Alliance Facebook group. Oh, look at that.
So yeah, I
Oh,
just
that-
wanted to scroll down there and look at some of those, because I know that there's a lot of badges and people that have been posting in there. Because actually, this is a question for everybody here, right? We got over 100 people here. Do you have a difficult time staying on track, having the accountability in your business to maybe prospect every day, maybe look for someone to help you prospect every day? Because I know that for me, that's kind of how this thing was created, is just being able to stay on track. It's so easy to get distracted. A lot of people easy to get distracted. That's kind of what the level systems are about, right? We took our business and our experience and just reverse engineered what it took to get to six figures. And so, Tom's already touched on this a little bit, but like you see these badges in here every time, like let's look at that one. Let's read that one real quick. That one says, it's RJ. I think RJ's on this call with us. He says, I'm going with the community cash card as my foot in the door and then stem up to CCS2. I'm going swimmingly so far. So he had to, in that level, figure out what his foot in the door strategy was that he was going to use. And we give you options. We show you what ones we use, and we actually give you the information to use those ones too, right? So we're not leaving anything out. We arm you with what it takes. So in that level, he had to do a few things, but one of them was decide which service he was going to go all in on and take action. And then once he decided what that service was, he had to post in the group and let us know that he decided on that. And he probably had some other action steps to graduate to level 5, which is, I believe, Zebra Shark. So now that's the accountability part, right? If you have that accountability where you do the things that somebody asks of you that knows what your next step should be, and then you make the post in the group, we hold you accountable, we verify that you've done that, you get the next steps to take you to the next level. Some people might breeze through the first 3-4 levels because you already have somewhat of a business. But if you don't have six figures yet, you're going to get to level 4 or 5 or 6, where in order to get to the next level, we're going to ask you to verify that you've followed along and you've gotten clients in the way that we've requested of you, made you, forced you, before you can graduate. So eventually you're going to have to be held accountable to how much revenue you're making. So that accountability piece, it's just, you can't get that anywhere else. And the reason that we created this system, it's gamified, it's fun, but the reason that we did it was because there was just a sheer need for us, right? Like Tom and I, we had each other to hold us accountable. And, we knew that right there was a powerful thing. And how do we give that to other people? And that's really where that came from. Yeah, Dorn says level 6 to level 7 shit gets real. Jacqueline says, I have to get to 8,000 recurring before I can move up. It's going to take some time. I'm still working on it. It's become easier to get website clients, but they're not recurring. So Jacqueline has gotten to level 7 where we work with you to get one-time paying clients. And then the next step is you got to start getting some recurring clients, right? Some that pay you each month. And we show you which services to sell at that point as well. So this is not meant to this is meant to encourage you, right? Motivate you, energize you to go after these things, because you can do it, right? We all can do this. Everything that we're doing online, these digital marketing strategies, these are all learned skills, right? Tom's a restaurant manager / magician. I'm an automotive mechanic / rodeo clown. And we got together to be able to do this and have successful businesses because this is all learned stuff, right? We weren't born with these skills that, make it. We're not like professional athletes, right? Where you have to have extreme talent. You just have to learn this stuff and be held accountable and take some action on the information that's got to be correct. The information has to be truthful. It can't be some high in the pie strategy like a lot of people out there sell, right? We know a lot of people out there are selling stuff that half-truths, broken software, stuff like that. You can't be following that. You can't be following that information. Mark, no silver spoons. No silver spoons for either Tom and I. In fact, if I told you my childhood and my actual story, you probably wouldn't even believe me. There have been no silver spoons here.
Yeah, and I can see just from looking here, like look at some of the recent files that members have added here. 120-day action plan, agency chart of accounts. Here's a Facebook ads management agreement. Like people helping each other out, right? And look, this is level 3. So in level 3, we talk about the difference between horizontal and vertical markets and how that impacts who you go after, right? Because in the beginning, like we're looking to do a couple of things. One is get your presence set up so you look professional and you can start outreaching. So if you already have a website for your agency, like you'll just be able to blaze through that stuff. But if you don't, we actually give you a done for you agency theme with the copy, the content, everything as part of that level. And you set it up so you have an agency website, right? Then we start talking about the prospects you want to go after, your ideal customers. We have worksheets for that, how you figure out who those are. Then we start with the prospecting method. So, I mean, everything builds just one little thing on top of the other until you're just trucking right along. But I mean, look at all those people submitting badges and like even more. It's really awesome to see.
I see Michael Pine has a question where he's asking if AGM theme map and banner can be updated to accept links or embed codes for third-party virtual tours and maps. I haven't. You're the only person that's requested that one. So I would say in your members area, add that to the list of requests. If we can get enough people that want that, then yeah, we'll build it in there for you. But I mean, if it's just a feature request that you want so you can go off and follow something outside of our strategy, you're totally welcome to hire an outsourcer to customize the theme for you. But if you're following along with what we're doing, you don't need to have a virtual tour or a map, right? You just out of the box, we are verifying 25 plus businesses a day and getting clients as a result of it. So try not to get distracted with having the most awesome virtual tour map-based website with videos and all the crazy things, right? Just use it to get customers.
Don't get clients first.
Right. People want to get the website right, and you want to put rims on it immediately. Like, let's put rims on this thing. Just it's functional. Let it get you to point A to point B. Let's do that.
Hey, we have a little segment here we have to do because we forgot to do it last week, and I don't want to make that mistake this week. And then we'll answer a few more questions. And that segment is our member of the week. And we have a new member of the week, a first-time member of the week. So as you guys know, every week we pick a member of the week. This is the person that's been having success, sharing results in the group, helping other people out, answering questions. And it's awesome to see this guy make member of the week because I know him. That may be a clue as to who it is. So once I reveal the member of the week, I want you guys to do me a favor. I want you to blow up the stream, give him a shout out, let him know, hey, congratulations. I've seen him in there just sharing. I mean, he's been just sharing a lot of information, and it was exciting to see him get a win with his client. Our member of the week this week, I gotta share my screen there, is Mr. Andy Makar. Andy, congratulations, man. You're member of the week. Somebody from our team is going to reach out to you. We got some special shark swag headed your way. Really excited. I was excited to see you come into the community, and I've seen you over the time you've been here, sharing your insights from the corporate world and what you do with project. Andy's a project manager, so his specialty is project management, and he's shared a lot of stuff about that in the Facebook group. And to see your win and all that stuff you're doing, we really appreciate it, man. So congratulations, Andy Makar, member of the week this week.
And you know what, Tom? Just to cap that off, because I think Andy's done an awesome job, and Andy's the one who turned that fender bender into a client too, right?
That's correct. Yep.
Yeah. You guys, what we're going to do is everybody that says, congratulations, Andy. And if he's helped you with something in the Facebook group over the last week, go ahead and thank him for that. Tag him in that. And what we're going to do for the last Cash App award is we're going to have someone from our team pull 2 people that do that. Congratulate him, tag him, let him know that he's feeling the love off of Sharks community. And we're going to make an announcement within the next hour who won those 2 Cash App spots. So go ahead and congratulate him. And Andy, excellent job. You're probably going to watch this part of the feed and be like, what the hell?
Awesome job, Andy. Cool. All right, I'm going to stop sharing my screen there. All right, let's go back to some, let's get some questions. I see things blowing up in here. Somebody said, squirrel. Circle of focus is strong here, Doran said. Very true. No, do not go out and have accidents to get clients, Dorn. That's not what that means. I see tons of congratulations coming in for Andy. That's awesome.
I don't know how we're going to keep up with the questions there.
Yeah, no, we're pretty much done. Hey, well, I do want to, again, I do encourage you guys, if you haven't read The Slight Edge, because it really ties into everything we've been talking about today, I would definitely check it out. It's one of those things that you just don't, it's just so easy. Like our society, it's just so easy to get wrapped up in the, what did that say?
Said her daughter, Kristen's daughter, smashed up her car on Christmas. Should turn that one into a website.
Yeah, you should have. I mean, it's really easy to see the results, right? The things that people are doing, the wins they're having, and think like it just comes out of nowhere, but it doesn't come out of nowhere. It's a result of a lot of little things that they've been doing day in and day out, a lot of little good habits they have that they've been doing each and every day. And those little habits, they're not hard to do. They're pretty easy to do, but they're also very easy not to do. So I think you guys will really enjoy that one. Let's see. Jacqueline says, how can I stop people linking to my engine site by registering as a user? They're using me for backlinks.
You go to the comments section and then you hit the settings and then you turn off automatically approve people to leave comments and you set it to manually approve. So if you just do a Google search, type in WordPress.
Here, let me hold on. Let me pull up my site. Let me pull up my site and let's go in there and see. Maybe I can just show them how to do it. Where did my StreamYard go? Oh. Okay, hold on. I'm going to share my screen. We can end with this little bit of training. Okay, all right. So I'm on to Kind Coupon, so I'm going to log in here.
Kristen, you should go talk to them. If it's still in the shop, you should go look at their website. How's their website looking? Do they have any reviews?
So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go to the dashboard once I'm logged in, right? And then we want to go to, where did you say to go?
The comments section. It's up.
Oh, comments. Gotcha.
Sorry, it's not comments. Go to settings.
I thought it's discussion, right?
Discussion. There you go.
Yeah. So you go to discussion, right?
Yeah. And then I usually down by where it says email me whenever anyone posts a comment. I personally remove that because usually that's a lot of spam, especially if you've turned everything off. But then there's another one that says comments must be manually approved. That's the one that you would check. So you might have people that have figured out a way to try to submit a comment to be left for review, but it won't be public, right? So you might get some spam where people are trying to do that, in which case you might want to install a CAPTCHA. But that's the other reason that I turn off the email me anytime somebody submits for a comment, because if I have them manually turned off for a reason, I don't really want comments. I don't really care. And I definitely don't want any emails about it if some spam is coming in. So that's just me.
Yeah. And then once you do that, you go down here and you click Save Changes. Awesome. Sweet. Well, man, another fantastic Aloha Friday Marketing Live Jam session. A lot of great questions, a lot of great interaction. Couple things. One is, If you haven't watched the training we did this past week on the 3 roadblocks, I would go check that out. Just go to offlinesharks.com/growth-replay. It's right there on the screen. If you have, and we'd love to have you inside the Shark Alliance. It really is, I think, one of our, we put a lot of value in there, right? There's a lot of really great info in there. And again, it's a step-by-step. So if you're struggling with that accountability, that step-by-step process, that's the place you can go. And it's super inexpensive right now. It's only $1. You get access for 30 days. If you decide to stay, it's only $47 a month. It's not a break the bank type of a thing. So we did that on purpose because we want to try to help as many people as possible. And there's a coaching call. We do a live coaching call each month for the Shark Alliance. There's in the trenches trainings you get, like all kinds of really great stuff that comes with being a member. Plus our Shark Bites, right? You get our Shark Bites newsletter. Do you guys know we have a newsletter called Shark Bites? In it, you can see like all the people that got shout outs on the live show. We list them in the newsletter. There's content, articles, like all kinds of fantastic stuff about what's going on in the community. It's looking really good. The team has been doing a great job with that. That latest issue, Nick, did you get a chance to look at that latest issue?
Yeah, it's looking fresh.
Awesome. Yeah, it looks awesome. So cool. Well, hey, thanks for hanging out with us, everybody. Go check out the replay. We want to see you guys killing it. That's why I wore this shirt. We want to see you killing it. We appreciate you being a member of the Offline Sharks community, hanging out with us today. Stay safe, practice aloha, and we will see you guys next Friday.
You've been listening to the Sharks Live Show, your weekly local marketing jam session. Every week, packed full of local marketing strategy, tactics, tips, and fun. Don't forget to like, comment, and share this stream. You can stay up to date throughout the week with Nick's YouTube videos at nickponte.com/YouTube and Tom's podcast at tomgaddis.com. We'll be back here next Friday for another Sharks Live Show. Until then, aloha.